12 planets?
That's not how we see it. We have always lived by bonding with another species. It is how we survive.
Unlike other extraterrestrials from movies of the past, the aliens and the host seek to perfect our world by living in harmony with us. The only problem is that these aliens are non-corporeal psychic parasites, and their definition of living in harmony with the species includes taking over their bodies and replacing their consciousness, which made me wonder about consciousness and what it means to be human. Quick background, these aliens, or souls, have taken over most of the planet. When one of the last survivors, Melanie, nearly dies to save her brother, the aliens heal her and infuse a soul into her named Wanderer. Unfortunately, Melanie is not completely gone. Though Wanderer now has control over her body, Melanie's conscience remains, sabotaging the aliens' efforts to dig through her memories to locate the rest of the survivors. As Wanderer sorts through Melanie's memories, she comes across many of Jared, Melanie's boyfriend. Slowly but surely, Wanderer also falls in love with Jared, which she explains to Ian, another human survivor.
This body loves him. Since it is now my body, so do I.
This is where things get complicated. Ian loves Wanderer, who loves him too, but also loves Jared because her host body Melanie is in love with Jared, who only loves Melanie. If it sounds like it comes straight out of a Stephenie Meyer book, it's because it did. But if you take the time and look past the love rectangle and some of the cliche dialogue,
When you touch me, I don't want you to stop.
the situation provides an interesting thought experiment about consciousness. If Wanderer has control of Melanie's body, has access to all of her memories, and has even started to feel the way Melanie felt about certain things, then is she still Wanderer? Where does Melanie end and Wanderer begin? Almost immediately after being infused into Melanie, Wanderer sides with Melanie, hides information about her brother's location, and even gets excited when she sees Jared for the first time. Though Wanderer is her own soul, existing in Melanie's brain started to change her identity, eventually causing her to go against her own species. The world of the host provides an interesting social commentary. Throughout the film, humans aren't painted in a very positive light. Everyone reacts aggressively towards Wanderer when she first arrives at Uncle Jem's hideout. There are even multiple attempts on her life, one of which ends with her saving her assailant's life. She saves him because the souls are kind, empathetic creatures incapable of deceit.
It was no trick. We do not lie. We trust each other.
But at the end of the day, despite all the murders we commit against the aliens, we're still made out to be the good guys. It makes you wonder whose hands the world should be in. And if you instantly side with humans, then I think Stephenie Meyers agrees with you. Throughout the movie, many of the souls comment on how special the emotions of the human race are and how much stronger they are than the other species they've invaded.
These humans are not like the other bodies you have inhabited. They have unusually strong physical drives.
Yet I have found that Earth is more beautiful and harder than any place I have ever been.
I don't know if she meant to, but Stephenie indirectly revealed how self-aggrandizing humanity can be. Through the story, it's clear that this small group of humans feels entitled to the world that was perfected by these aliens. If you're like me, you watched the movie and rooted for the humans to reclaim their world, but it got me thinking about whether or not the world would want us to reclaim it. All things considered, I would give this movie a 6 out of 10. While the awkward love rectangles are hard to ignore, the world of the host is full of thought-provoking ideas of humanity, identity, and consciousness. This movie would probably be a 5 if not for Saoirse Ronan's performance. Though her southern accent as Melanie was inconsistent, she handled the inner dialogue with her other characters with subtlety and grace.
I love you. You are the purest soul, human or not, that I've ever met.
The question I'll leave you with today is, what do you think the movie would score if it wasn't tied to Stephenie Meyers? No matter how low you rate it, just remember that there are always things you can learn, even from a bad movie.